This is Gerald in Temuka Online IT class. I am an instructor and IT analyst. Today, I'm going to teach about the internal hardware component, CPU and RAM, Random Access Memory, RAM. What is a processing device? Processing means the operations performed by a computer to retrieve, transform, or classify information. A processing device is any hardware component that can analyze and interpret input. Because signals generated by input device needs to be analyzed. CPU, the most important part of any modern computer system, is the Central Processing Unit, or CPU. The CPU performs complex computations that turn raw data from the environment into useful information. Just like the brain controls the body, the CPU controls the other parts of the computer by getting information from them, then telling them what to do after receiving raw input data from the user. The CPU applies the data to a list of instructions called a computer program. Then the CPU follows or executes each line of the computer program in order, turning the data from the user into information. This is called processing. The CPU is great at performing calculations, but it can only deal with one line of instruction at a time. It can't keep track of the whole program all at once. Instead, the computer stores this RAM information in RAM, or random access memory. When you run a program, the computer loads the instructions into its RAM. Then, the processor gets the first line of instruction from the RAM, executes it, and writes the result back into RAM to use later. RAM is extremely fast, but it is also volatile. If you turn off the computer system, RAM will forget everything. For this reason, RAM is sometimes called short-term memory. It is only concerned with whatever the computer is working at that particular time. RAM is used to store processed information so it can be quickly accessed at a later time, because it is a short-term storage used to store processed information for quick access. RAM is considered volatile memory because it is non-persistent. Non-persistent means when the computer is turned off, all the data that was stored in RAM is lost. This is how RAM and CPU works in the computer system. Hope you enjoy the lesson. Share and subscribe to this our channel. Comment and give a thumbs up